Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Beanie Queen. My name is Mel, and I hope everyone is having a lovely week so far. Um, so I haven't done a video in a few months. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I have not been in the best place. I've been in a little bit of a depressive state for the last few months, and I kind of didn't realize it until a couple of weeks ago. So for those who don't know, my nephew passed away suddenly 4 years ago. It was May 4 years ago. He's my younger sister's oldest son, and he passed away in his sleep. He was only 20. I struggle with that every day. Not that he's just gone, but the reason why he's gone, there is no reason. He fell asleep and he didn't wake up. He just stopped breathing. The reason that the coroner has given is sudden adult death syndrome, but I struggle. I struggle with it a lot. I just do, okay? For some reason, this year has been worse than others. I don't even know, to be honest, how I've coped the last 3 months, to be honest. I really don't know. But on top of that, the pain relating to my endometriosis is getting worse. Medication is helping a lot. I don't take conventional medication. Okay. There is I don't know if I can really say it on YouTube, but from what I'm saying, you could probably guess. But if you want to know, feel free to send me an email or whatnot, and I will tell you what it is. But it's controversial. It is legal. Don't worry, it's legal. And I do have a script for it. But it has been helping somewhat. I talked about in my last video, that I'd been given an additional medication to help with my sleep. Sleep is a big factor. Since my nephew passed away, I have not been able to sleep too well until I started on this particular medication. It helped me a lot. Like, I just got used to the fact that I was only sleeping 2 to 3 hours a day, and yeah, I'd just wake up. I couldn't get back to sleep. I was dealing with that. But this medication has helped a lot. So basically, I will fall asleep and I won't wake up until the alarm goes off now, which is good, because if I do, I just can't get back to sleep. I can't. But anyway, that's not a really fun thing to start a video on, is it? But I've been dealing with that. I feel I'm a little bit better. I guess that I can identify that I have been in a depressive state is a good thing. I gonna be honest, I was supposed to see my doctor June, and I didn't go. She has suggested seeing a psychologist. Okay, I don't want to. I feel more comfortable talking to her, and she's done a lot of mental health courses, and she was finishing one up, which was going to qualify her to do counselling sessions. So that's why I was going to see her to do a mental health care plan to start counselling sessions, but I didn't. I cancelled the appointment. I do realise I need to go and do those sessions, but I'm just not ready to do it. I'm very lucky that my husband is so supportive, and he knows when he needs to give me that push, and he knows when he just needs to leave things alone. For example, I work from home. I don't leave the house unless I absolutely have to. For as of today, I haven't left the house in over 2 weeks. Now, the last time I left the house, I actually didn't want to. We were going to go, my husband wanted to go do a couple of things, and I've wanted to go buy a chair for our room so I can sit and crochet and read or whatnot. I found a couple of chairs online that I liked, but I want to go look at them first because I don't know how comfortable they are. And that particular Saturday, we had said to each other, okay, let's go out. We're going to do all these things. And, and when it comes to Saturday, I said, I don't want to go. And he looked at me and said, you're going. And I said, yeah, but I really don't want to leave the house today. And he said, no, we've put this off. We're going to go out. Come on, go have a shower, get dressed, let's go out. He didn't like say, you've got to go out. He was gentle, gentle, but a little pushy. And I'm glad he did that because I actually got to look at the chair. However, last week I was supposed to go get that chair and I just didn't want to go out. And he was having a bit of back pain and he didn't want to go out either. So, but we definitely have to go out this Saturday and do that because I really want my chair and I've got to order it. It's going to take 2 to 3 weeks to come. So, yeah. Anyway, that's where I've been at the last few months. I hope everyone else is doing a lot better than I am. But I feel okay. I'm working through it. I will go and see my GP, I promise, at some point. I just don't think I'm ready. I just don't think I'm ready to do it yet. And I think she understands that. I did used to actually work with her, and she's been my GP for quite a long time. And I think she knows, okay, she'll come to me when she's ready. So yeah, that's where we're at. But I have some other things. So I think I'll start with the major thing first. Not that that was a major, but this is another major thing. I've shown plushies in other videos, and do you know what? I resisted doing plushies for a long time because I thought, what am I going to do with them? I don't have kids to give them to. My niece and nephews are all grown up. Yeah, I can save them for when they have kids, but how long's that going to be? If they ever have kids, they might choose not to. Who knows? I've really got nothing, no one to give them to. When you donate stuff, there are such strict guidelines. I don't even think I could donate half of these things, to be honest. But I really enjoy making them. So I thought to myself last week, maybe I'll start doing markets next year. 3 or 4 maybe, just to test the waters, see what sells, see if I can get rid of a few things. You never know. However, I've got no idea where to start. No clue. I no idea. I have a friend who does markets. You can see down there, he sells pots and he sells this. Oh, you can't really see that one because of the light, but here we go. Things like that as well. So he's got little punny pots. That's the name of his business, actually, punny pots. And he sells other little cute kind of little pots and stuff. And he does a fair few markets. So he's offered to help where he can. I know I need a gazebo. I have a gazebo already because we use one. Well, we don't really use it all the time, but when we've gone camping, we've got a gazebo in case we want to use it. I do have trestle tables, but they're quite used because we use them when we camp. So I probably have to get new ones. Some kind of display unit I will need, and an FPOS machine or something to do with FPOS because people use cards for everything nowadays. And obviously stock. Those are the things I have in my head at the moment. I'm sure there's tons more that I need. So I've been watching a lot of market vlogs, market recaps, that kind of thing. I was already watching those anyway, but I'm trying to watch more and more of them. And yeah, I'm just kind of gonna fly by the seat of my vintage pants, basically. I don't know what to make, but I'm just gonna watch videos and think, that looks cute. I might make that. I might make that. You know, I really don't know what to make. I do plan on going to a couple of markets and seeing if there's crochet there and just kind of see what they make, what they sell. Because pricing, I have no idea. I wouldn't be confident to like price very high, but I don't want to price too low either. And I know Rockingham Rotary Markets, because I live in Perth, Rockingham, Western Australia, they have markets basically every weekend, dependent on the weather. And I know last time I went there in September, there was a crochet lady there who sold crochet plushies, and I know there's been another one since. I don't know if they always go there, but I was going to go have a look. I was supposed to go last Sunday, but I couldn't be bothered leaving the house. I'm not sure how the weather's going to be this weekend, but if it's kind of okay, I may go down there. I don't know. I may go down there. Otherwise, yeah, at some point I've got annual leave that I'm taking in September, so I might do it when I'm on annual leave. I don't know. But yeah, I was going to go look at a couple of markets. So I plan to do about 6 months. I'm going to aim for 6 months of prepping before I do a market. No idea if I'll have enough, whatever. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to show you what I've been making anyway. And please excuse me if I've already showed you these. I don't think I have. But if I have, apologies for showing again. But hey, who doesn't like seeing crochet plushies on a YouTube channel? So these are a few of the things that I'm thinking of selling at my markets. Okay. So the first one is this. So this is a pattern and a free tutorial from Kim at Crafty Chaos Emporium. It's sausage in a piece of bread, little bunny sausage. If you're from Australia, you'll know exactly what this is. The yarn I used for this was Paddy's Plush, except for the red. So the white, the light brown colour for the crust, and the sausage colour, that was all Paddy's Plush. The red was a mystery bag from Paige's Crochet. I actually had no red and didn't realise it until I actually started making this and thought, oh crap, I have no red. What am I going to do? I'm going to have to order red. No, I'm not going to be able to finish it. And her parcel, because I ordered some yarn from Paige's Crochet, it actually came on the day I was doing this, and there was red in the mystery bag. I didn't know what I was getting, but yeah, there was red in the mystery bag. So I thought, cool. Excellent. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So I might do a couple more, but I thought this was super cute. What else have I done? I've done a loaf cat. This is my first loaf cat. The yarn I used is Stash Velour yarn from Spotlight in the Grey Stripes colorway. Use some quiet eyes. I did try to do whiskers, but they didn't turn out well, so I got to try again. This is a free tutorial from Ella at No Catchy Name. Hers was a lot bigger, but I think also because she used blanket yarn, I think. But I didn't use blanket yarn. I think I used like a 5mm hook for this one. Or it could have been 4.5, one of the two. But there's that one. So I was thinking, I'm not sure if people like loaf cats anymore, if that was just like a little fad a while ago. But I thought I'd make basically 2 of each thing. So I think I might make another one, but in a different colour. But yeah, that one's done. I made this little turtle. I have sewn the flippers on the wrong way around. Whoopsie. This is a free tutorial from 1 Cent Crochet on YouTube. I'll link all the patterns and tutorials down below. The yarn I used was Spotlight Stash Velour. I think this is like the teal greeny colour, and the green striped colourway for the shell. I use too small. The eyes are too small, but I thought, these things that are not like 100% perfect, maybe I could pop in like a mystery bag or something. Who knows? But anyway, I think I might do a few more turtles. That one. I mentioned in my last video, I think, that I was doing a little Rottweiler, and it's like a pattern bundle of little puppies from Annie Carraway. It's on Ravelry. I got the eyes in. I bought a tool from Pages Crochet, so it's just like a clamp tool. I don't think I've got it here. Nope. So it's not the big one that you wrench down. It's just like a little one. So, but I probably will buy a bigger one at some point if I keep doing these. So this is using Zaddy Craft yarn. I don't like the tail. I freehanded the tail. I don't like it. But yeah, it's Zaddy Craft yarn. And yeah, the eyes are a little wonky, but it gives the Roddy a little head tilt, and Roddies do head tilt. So, happy accident there. Probably keep this one for myself, and I might do a few little puppies or something to sell at markets. But pricing these things, I have no idea what to price them at because I'm really slow at crocheting, especially crocheting from a pattern. So I don't feel that I can charge for my time appropriately. I did this little frog and I ballsed up the eye there, but this is a pattern from Chanel's Crochet, I think it is. And she's got like a bundle of Fruity Frogs. I changed the frog colour to green because she's got like all the Fruity Frogs in coordinating colours. And instead of pink for the strawberry, I did red. And this is all Stash Velour yarn as well from Spotlight. What else? I did 2 little octos. Where's the other one gone? I just kind of did my own thing. So they're both Stash Velour yarn from Spotlight. This is a stripes one, and this is the spots one in the purple colorway. I can't remember the color of this one. Sorry, but they kind of look like aliens, don't they? Alien octos. But there's those 2. I did this cat from Mum Stitch Eddie. Yeah, it's a bit wonky, but yeah. The yarn is Millens, and I'm pretty sure it's been at Mysticals because it's like a variegated black-grey colour. But yeah, I want to do more of those. That was actually quite easy to follow. I'm not even sure. I'd really love opinions on these. Do you think that is good enough to sell? I mean, look at the eyes. It's a little wonky. I think they're sinker eyes. I don't think I'd used sinker eyes before. And the heads, I probably didn't stuff it properly, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not sure if I can sell that one. Who knows? I think I'm just gonna do these things, and then kind of when it gets closer to the day, I'll decide what's good enough because I guess I'll improve because I'm still quite new to doing plushies. So, and I did this as well. So. This is Big Fat Pig. This is a free pattern. No, not a free pattern. It's a paid for pattern on Etsy from Kim at Crafty Chaos Emporium. I haven't tacked the ears down. I think I might do that because they just keep flopping. But anyway, again, wonky eyes. I don't know what I've done there. I've not done the little nostrils yet, but I'm really happy with this. This was a really good pattern to follow, and now she's come out with the rest of the family, the Fat Pig family, so I'm going to buy the expansion pack and do the rest of them. The yarn was from Millens, and I think it's the same yarn that Kim at Crafty Chaos Emporium used for hers, but at Blanket Mysticals because I've ordered some more from Amazon, so we'll see if it's the same when it comes because I only got 1 bag of this from Spotlight in the Millends, and I've only got like a little cake left, so I could only probably do one small fat pig with that. So I've got to wait till the others come. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cute. Okay. I've also been doing a few other things. So I've got a heap of One Hat Wonders, Lion Brand One Hat Wonders, the Sesame Street ones. So what I've done, these will probably be donated and not sold, to be honest. I've done a 5-point star. I'll link the tutorial below. And yeah, just added the head basically, and I've done 3 of those. I've done some blanket buddies. So Nooks Hooks Crochet, you can see the fox and the dragon there. She has like a bundle of different blanket buddies on Etsy. So I did the koala one. This yarn is, I think it's called Unreal Chenille, something like that, from Source of Fibre. That's the grey. The black is Zaddy Craft. The white is Zaddy Craft as well, yarn. But yeah, I thought this was cute. You basically make this, then make the head, and then crochet the head onto the blanket. And I embroidered the eyes as well. She has like a video tutorials, like little video tutorials all the way through the pattern, like with a QR code, you scan it and then it just plays for you how to do like the facial features and do the eyes. And I did a little pig one as well. Embroidered eyes too. So the blanket, the yarn for the blanket here, pardon me, it's Stash Velour Stripes from Spotlight, the pink colorway, and the pink for the head is actually Scarly yarn. I think it's called Ballerina, the pink one. I'm not 100% sure. Is that one? And I did a swirly snake. I think we all know who the swirly snake's by, but I can never remember the name, but I will link the pattern below. So easy to follow. And I don't think you have to stuff anything, but I did stuff the head, but I didn't stuff the body. So this yarn is from Millends as well. And again, I'm pretty sure it's Banat Mysticals. It's like a variegated yellow. I'm going to do a longer one next time. I think I did the shorter one this time. Can't remember. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And I've done a few other things. So I'm doing this is a scrunchie. I thought I would do a few scrunchies. I'm using, this is called Aries. I think it's called Aries Motivare Aries yarn from Spotlight. It's got like a little sparkle in it. I don't know if you can tell. But it's like velvet yarn. And I just actually got delivered, I should say, Bernat Crushed Velvet. So I've got 2 balls of this, and I've just started another scrunchie. I wanted to see what it's like with the scrunchie. So yeah, I've done that one. I've done a few others, but they're not the best. I'm just kind of experimenting, to be honest, and trying to, yeah. And I've done this. I'm so proud. I'm really so proud of this. How? Oh, wow. Okay. How cute is this? I've really got to tack this little belt down. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So this is a free pattern from Southern Gals Crochet. It's on her website. Thank you, Tracy, from Crochet by Tracy, because I think she mentioned this in one of her videos. I went straight to the website and I got the pattern. Now, the yarn I use for this is Yarnsmith DK Chenille. Stupid me didn't look it was DK when I bought it. Stupid me didn't look that it's only 50-gram balls when I bought it. I thought I was getting a much bigger yarn. No wonder it was only £1 something, because I ordered it from Wool Warehouse. I thought, oh yeah, that's pretty good value for chenille yarn. Thinking it's going to be more like, thinking it would be more like this, like Patty's Plush or Zaddy Craft or something like that. Not reading anything, not looking and not reading the description because I don't do that. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I had to use a 4mm hook or 4.5, one of the two. And I started another one. So I just need to do his shell and pop his legs on, but I started another one. I've actually done all the legs and all the arms for 4 of them. So the shell is done separate. The legs are done separate. The arms are done separate. The body and the head and everything is all one. But you crochet the arms in and then you have to sew the legs on, and then the shell basically you just pop on once you've done it and just kind of tack it along, I guess, wherever you want. I'm going to do it on this bit as well because it keeps moving and I don't like that. But yeah, and I've tried to do colour coordinating eyes. So blue eyes for him, purple eyes for him, and I'm so pleased with how they've come out. I was actually not confident that this was going to look like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle because I thought I'm going to screw this up, but it has. So yeah. Today I'm going to try and get the feet on and do the shell. I actually might do the shell for the other two as well. So I've got all the parts. And another thing I did was this. I haven't completely finished this. So this little flower bulb. Yes, I screwed up the daffodil, but I still think it looks all right. So I've got to put the roots in, and my plan is I've actually bought some bulb vases. When you can buy those kits with hyacinth bulbs and you pop them in the glass vase kind of thing, bars with some water, and you can grow it in that. That's what I'm thinking of doing with this. I'm going to do some different ones. I will need the tutorial, the pattern. I bought it off Etsy, but I think it's really cute. So I thought I might do some with faces and some without, because, people don't always like the faces. But I thought this was quite cute. There's different flowers. I think there's a tulip, there's a hyacinth, and there's something else as well as a daffodil. So yeah. And yeah, I thought I'd do a couple more things like this. So I made this ages ago. It's just like, yeah, little kind of plant thing with some odd yarn that I had. And I just wanted to give her some hair, and it's basically just got that florist foam, and I've just kind of stuck it in there with some florist wire, and it's just like that, like she's got hair. So I thought I might do some things like that. I'm not sure if he still has these, but I was going to ask if he still got them and buy a couple more off him. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Cross promote another business. If I do markets, yeah. If still a very big if. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I have done other things. I've actually finished a blanket. I don't have that here at the moment. I've been working on other blankets. But yeah, those are all the plushies that I've done. And yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I have been reading my book still. It's taking a while, but I have been reading it. And yeah, I just haven't been reading a lot of it. I haven't read anything in probably the last 3 to 4 weeks, but before that I was reading a fair bit. So I'm about halfway through the book now. I don't know if you want to know what I've been watching on telly. But has anyone seen the series Ride or Die on Amazon? It's got Octavia Spencer and Hannah Waddingham in it, and she's an assassin, and Hannah Waddingham plays an assassin. It's really good. I loved it. I really hope they have a season 2 because they kind of left it on a little bit of a cliffhanger. So I really hope they have a season 2 because my husband and I watched it together, and we don't often agree on shows and watch shows together. But that one we watched together and we both liked it. I think he liked the killing more than anything because, he's into that. Um, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. And yeah, and that's it. My husband and I do watch wrestling together, so we are wrestling fans, WWE fans. Yeah, don't laugh. You could probably see up there, I've got Dominic Mysterio figurine up there. I do not collect them per se, but sorry, the sun's just gone down a little bit, so um, but I do collect some. So I have a few that are still in boxes. I have Dominic Mysterio. I have Damien Priest. Just recently got Chelsea Green in her Ghostbusters inspired gear, which is quite hard to find. Got Stephanie Vecker, sorry. Who else have I got? I've got Zoe Stark. And my brother bought me Tony Storm. I think it's AEW's Tony Storm before she was Timeless Tony Storm. My brother collects these things, so he is a huge wrestling fan. He was the reason why I started watching wrestling in the first place when we were kids. And yeah, we watched it a lot when, the Hulk Hogan era, that kind of thing, when he was younger. But then when I moved out of home, didn't really watch it that much. Then my nephew passed away, watched it, and I kind of got back into it with him, which is why I keep watching it because it's something that, every time there was like a family get together, we went over to his house, went to my parents' house, because my parents had Foxtel at the time. This was all before like Netflix and that. I think streaming had only just started coming in. And yeah, a lot of people didn't have it when we were watching it on Foxtel and whatnot. And yeah, we would go in there and I'd say, "Oh, Sean, SmackDown's on or Raw's on or whatnot," and we sit there and watch it, or we'd watch like one of the pay-per-views if they were on there. Or yeah, we would just watch them together. He didn't like Roman Reigns. He knew I liked Roman Reigns. He actually, my sister and him got me this framed Roman Reigns picture for one of my birthdays one year. It's very expensive too. But yeah, I think I keep watching it because it makes me feel a bit closer to Sean, even though he's gone. Sorry, I did say his name, but but it makes me feel a bit closer to him, even though he's not here anymore. So, and sometimes I do get a bit emotional because I think, oh, he would have loved this character, or he would have loved this one, or um, one of them in particular is LA Knights. It reminds me of Stone Cold Steve Austin back in the day. Kind of very similar vibe. And I think Sean would have really liked him. And I was so ecstatic that Chelsea Green won the interim WWE Women's Championship. I know probably the people who are watching this are like, "What are you talking about?" Well, yeah. This is just like my own little world. So if you know, you know. I'm not one of those real die-hard wrestling fans, but I like watching it every week. I do collect the figurines that I like. So yeah, I like Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green's one of my favourites. Rhea Ripley is probably my next favourite. But yeah, I like a few. I like a few. I used to like Judgment Day, but since they've all gone. But Dirty Dom is probably my favourite out of them. I think I like him because he reminds me a lot of my nephew, my younger nephew, my brother's older son. Just when, I don't know. He just reminds me a lot of him. I think that's why I like him so much. Anyway, that's enough of my babbling for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will try and come back and do another video sooner than 3 months. Can't promise when though, but I'll do my best to put out some regular ones. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.